dark and spooky night on the battlements of Elsinore Castle. Welcome to the world of Hamlet.
Who's there?
Nay, answer me.
Long live the king.
Neither.
He.
You come most carefully upon your hour.
'Tis now struck 12. Get thee to bed, Francisco.
For this relief, much thanks. 'Tis bitter cold and I'm sick at heart.
Have you had quiet guard?
Stand ho, who goes there?
Friends to this ground, and lead you into the day.
Give you good night. Bernardo has my plate.
Hola, Bernardo.
What, is Horatio there?
A piece of him. Tush, tush, 'twill not appear. Peace break thee off. Here it comes again.
In the same figure as the king that's dead.
Now to scholar, speak to it, Horatio.
Looks it not like the king. Mark it, Horatio.
Most like, it heralds me with fear and wonder. Question, Horatio. What art thou that usurps this time of night, together with that fair and warlike form, in which the majesty of buried Denmark is sometimes marched? By heaven I charge thee, speak!
It is a fink.
See, it stalks away.
Say! Speak, speak! I charge thee, speak! 'Tis calm, and will not answer.
How now, Horatio? You tremble and look pale. Is not this something more than a fantasy? Or think you ought
Before my God, I might not disbelieve, not the sensible and true vouch of my own eyes. But soft, behold, lo where it comes again! I will cross it though it blast me. Stay, illusion! If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. If there be any good thing to be done that may to thee do ease and grace to me, speak to me. If thou art privy to thy country's fate, which happily foreknowing may avoid, I'll speak! 'Tis here! 'Tis here! 'Tis gone! It is in part what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For upon my life, this spirit, dumb to us, will speak to him. Do you consent?
Let's do it, I pray.
Though yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that it us befitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow woe. Yet so far hath discretion fought with nature, that we, with wiser sorrow, think on him, together with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore our sometime sister, now our queen, the imperial jointress to this warlike state, have we, as twin with the defeated joy, with an auspicious and a dropping eye, with mirth and funeral and with dirge and marriage in equal scale, weighing delight and dole, taken to life. Nor have we herein barred your bed of wisdoms, which have freely gone with this affair along, to all our thanks. And now, Laertes, what's the news with you? You told us of some suit. What is it, Laertes? You cannot speak of reason to the Dane and lose your voice. What wouldst thou beg, Laertes, that shall not be thy offer and not my asking? The head is not more native to the heart, the hand more instrumental to the mouth, than is the throne of Denmark to thy father. What wouldst thou have, Laertes?
My dread lord, your leave and favor to return to France, from whence though willingly I came to Denmark to do my duty in your coronation. Yet now I must confess, that duty done, my thoughts and wishes bend again toward France, and bow them to your gracious leave and pardon.
Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius?
He hath, my lord, wrung from me my slow leave. By labor some petition, and at last upon his will I sealed my heart consent. I do beseech you give him leave to go.
Take thy fair hour, Laertes. Time be thine, and thy best grace suspended at thy will. But now, my cousin Hamlet, and my son.
Well, those are more than kin and less than kind.
How is it that the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord. I am too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, let thine eye look like a friend to Denmark. Do not forever with thy veiled lid seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou knowest 'tis common, all that lives must die.
Aye, madam, 'tis common.
If it be, why seems it so particular to thee?
Seems, madam, nay, I know not seems. 'Tis not alone my inky cloak, good mother, nor customary suits of solemn black, nor windy suspiration of forced breath, together with all forms, moods, shapes of grief that can denote me truly. These indeed seem, for they are actions that a man might play. But I have that within which passage show. These but the trappings and suits of woe.
'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these mourning duties to your father. But you must know, your father lost a father. That father lost his, and the survivor bound in filial obligation for some term to do, obsequious sorrow. But to persevere in obstinate condolment is a course of impious stubbornness. 'Tis unmanly grief. Why should we, in our peevish opposition, take it to heart? We pray you throw to earth this unprevailing woe, and to think of us as of a father. So let the world take note. You are the most immediate to our throne, and in no less nobility of love than dearest father gives his son, do I impart to you. As to your intent in going back to school in Wittenberg, it is most retrograde to our desire, and we beseech you, bend you to remain here in the cheer and comfort of our eye, our chiefest courtier, cousin, and our son.
Let not your mother lose her prayers, Hamlet. I pray thee stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
I shall in all my best obey you, madam.
Why, 'tis a loving and a fair reply. Come, away.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt thaw and resolve itself into a dew. Oh, that the everlasting had not fixed his cannon against self-slaughter. Oh, God, how weary, stale, and flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Fie on it! 'Tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed things rank and gross in nature possess it merely. That it should come to this, but 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king that was to this Hyperion, to a satyr, so loving to my mother that he might not beteem the winds of heaven, visit her face too roughly. Heaven and earth must I remember, and yet within a month, let me not think on it. Frailty, thy name, each woman, a little month, why even she, oh God, a beast that wants to score some reason, would have mourned longer, married with my uncle, my father's brother, but no more like my uncle than I to Hercules, within a month, yet the salt of most unrighteous tears, and the flushing in her gold eyes, she married, most wicked speed to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. But break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship!
Oh, Horatio! Oh, do I forget myself? Oh, I am very, very glad to see you. Yes, good even, sirs, but what in faith? Make you from Wittenberg?
A truant disposition, good my lord.
Oh, I know you are no truant. But what is your affair in Elsinore? Yes, we'll teach you to drink deep ere you depart.
Lord, I came to see your father's food.
I pray thee, fellow student, do not mock me. I think it was to come and see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, they followed hard upon.
Thrift Horatio, the funeral baked meats did coldly properly furnished forth the marriage tables, would I had met my dearest foe in heaven, or ever I had seen that day. Oh, my father, Horatio, methinks I see my father. Oh,
Where, my father?
in my mind's eye, Horatio.
I saw him once.
No.
He was a goodly king.
Oh, he was a man. But take him for all in all, I shall not look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesterday.
Saw who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king, my father?
2 nights had these gentlemen on their watch, in the dead vast middle of the night, been thus encountered. A figure, like your father, appears before them. Thrice he walked. Once day distilled almost to jelly with the active fear, stand dumb and speak not to him. I with them on the 3rd night kept the watch, where each word made true and good. The apparition comes. I knew your father. These hands are not more like.
But Marcellus, what was this?
My lord, upon the platform where we watched.
'Tis very strange.
As I do live, my honored lord, 'tis true. And we did think it writ down in our duty to let you know of it.
Indeed, sons, but hold you the watch tonight.
We do, my lord.
What, looked he frowningly?
A countenance more in sorrow than in anger.
And fixed his eyes on you?
Most constantly.
Oh, I would I had been there.
It would have much amazed you.
I will watch tonight. Perchance we'll walk again.
I warrant it will.
If it assume my noble father's person, I'll speak to it, though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace. Upon the platform, 'twixt 11 and 12, I'll visit you.
Our duty to your honor.
My father's spirit in arms. All is not well. I doubt some foul play. Would the night were come.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell. And sister, as winds give benefit and convoy as assistant, do not sleep, but let me hear from you.
Do you doubt that?
For Hamlet, in the trifling of his favor, hold it a fashion and a toy in blood. Forward, not permanent, sweet, not lasting, the perfume of a minute, no more.
No more but so.
Think it no more. Perhaps he loves you now, but you must fear his greatness weighed, his will is not his own. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself, for on his choice depends the safety and health of this whole state. Then, if he says he loves you, weigh what loss your honor may sustain. If with too credent ear you list his songs, or lose your heart, or your chaste treasure open to his unmastered importunity. Fear it, Ophelia, fear it, my dear sister.
I shall the effect of this good lesson keep as watchman to my heart.
I stay too long, but here our father comes.
Yet here, Laertes, abroad for shame, for the wind sits in the shoulder of your sail and you are stayed for. My blessings with thee and these few precepts in thy memory. See thou character, but give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Be thou familiar, but by no means bold. Thou friends thou hast, their adoption tried, grapple them to thy soul with hoops of steel. But do not dull thy palm with the entertainment of each new hatched unfledged comrade. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but be in, bear that the opposed may beware of thee. Costly thy habit as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in rich fancy nor gaudy, for the apparel oft proclaims the man. Neither a borrower nor lender be, for loan oft time loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night and day that thou cannot then be false to any man. Farewell, my blessed season thee in this.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord. Farewell, Ophelia, and remember well what I have said to you.
'Tis in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
Farewell.
What is it, Ophelia, he has said to you?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet?
Marry well be thought. 'Tis told me he had very oft of late been given private time to you. And you yourself have of your audience been most free and bounteous. Give me of the truth, what is between you?
He hath of late, my lord, made many tenders of his affection.
Affection, pooh! You speak like a green girl. Do you believe his tenders, as you call them?
My lord, I do not know what to think.
Marry, I'll teach you. Think yourself a baby. Tender yourself more dearly, or not to crack the wind of the poor phrase, running it thus, you'll tender me a fool.
My lord, he hath importuned me with love in honorable fashion.
Go to, go to.
And given countenance of speech with almost all holy vows of heaven.
I would not, in plain terms, from this time forth, have you so slander any moment's leisure as to give words or talk with the Lord Hamlet. Look to it, I charge you, come your ways.
Shall obey.
The air bites shrewdly. It is very cold.
It is a nipping and an eager air. What does this mean, my lord? What does this mean, my lord?
The king doth wake tonight and takes his rouse and keeps us all and drains his droughts of reddish down. The kettle drum and trumpet thus bray out the triumph of his pledge.
Look, my lord, it comes!
Angels, angels and ministers of grace, defend us! Be thou the spirit of health, O goblin damned! Be thy intents wicked or charitable, thou comest to the questionable shape, then I will speak to thee. I will call thee Hamlet, King, Father, O royal Dane, O answer me!
It beckons you to go away with it. Do not go with it. No, by no means.
It will not speak, then I will follow it.
It's not, my lord.
Why? What should be the fear in this? I do not set my life in the pin's feet. It weighs me forth again. Go on.
What if it tempted toward the flood, my lord? Or to the dreadful summit of the cliff, and there assume some other horrible form that might deprive your sovereignty of reason and drive you into madness? Think of it!
It weighs me forth still. Go on, I'll follow thee.
Should not go, my lord.
Hold off your hands!
Be ruled, you shall not go!
My fate cries out. By heaven, gentlemen, I'll make a ghost of him that holds me. I say away! Go on, I'll follow thee.
Let's follow. 'Tis not fit thus to obey him.
Have after. To what issue will this come?
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Heaven will direct it.
Nay, let's follow.
Where will thou lead me? Speak! Speak! I will go no further!
Mock me!
I will!
My hour has almost come when I, too, sulphurous tormented flames, must render up myself.
Alas, poor
So
ghost.
art thou to revenge what thou shalt hear.
Alas, poor ghost, speak! I am bound to hear!
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast and fires till the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. But then I am forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house. I could a tale unfold whose lightest word would harrow up thy soul, freeze thy young blood, and make thy two eyes like stars start from their spheres. But this eternal blazing must not be to ears of flesh and blood. List, oh list, if thou didst ever thy dear father love.
Oh, God!
Revenge is foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder!
Murder most foul and the best it is. But this most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Haste me to know it that I, with wings as swift as meditation, all the thoughts of love may sweep me to my revenge.
Now, Hamlet, here. 'Tis given out that sleeping in my orchard a serpent stung me, but know, thou noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul, my uncle!
Ooh, that incestuous, that adulterous beast! But soft, methinks I scent the morning air. Brief let me be, sleeping within my orchard. My custom always of the afternoon, upon my secure hour, thy uncle stole with juice of cursed heaven on, in a vial, and in the porches of my ears, did pour the leper's poison. Thus was I sleeping, by a brother's hand, of love, of crown, of queen, at once dispatched, cut off even in the blossoms of my sin. No reckoning made, but sent to my account. Oh horrible, most horrible, if thou hast nature in me, bear it not. Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch for damned luxury. But howsoever thou pursuest this act, Taint not thy mind, nor let thy soul contrive against thy mother aught. Leave her to heaven, and to those thorns that in her bosom lodge. Prick and sting her. Fare thee well at once.
No, Father. Father.
Adieu.
Would you, Father?
Hamlet, remember
Father.
me. Hamlet!
Father.
Remember me.
Father.
Remember me!
Father.
Remember me!
Father. Oh. Oh, you host of heaven, remember me. All you spirits, remember the A from the table of my memory. I'll wipe away all trivial fallen records, and thy commandment all alone shall live unmixed with baser matter. Oh, most pernicious woman. Oh, villain, smiling damn villain, that one may smile and be a villain.
Lord Hamlet!
Oh, wonderful!
Good, my lord, tell him! Tell him, my lord!
There's never villain dwelling in all Denmark, but he's an arrant knave. Yes.
There needs no ghost, my lord, come back from the grave to tell us this.
Right. You are in the right, and so, without more circumstances, Lord, I see fit that we shake hands and then part. Yes, for mine own poor part, I'll go pray.
These are wild and worldly words, my lord.
Oh, yes. I am sorry. I am sorry that they offend you heartily.
There is no offense, my lord.
Yes, but there is a ratio, and much offense too. And now, good friends, give me but one poor request.
What's that, my lord? We will.
Never make known what you have seen tonight. Swear.
My lord, we will not.
Nay, upon my sword.
My lord, in faith, not I.
Nor I, my lord, in faith.
Indeed, upon my sword.
They have sworn, my lord, already.
Are you there? Come on. You hear this fellow in the cellarage? Consent to swear.
Propose the oath, my lord.
Never make known what you have seen tonight. Swear by my sword.
Oh, these are well, day and night, this is most wondrous strange.
Oh, there are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. But come, here as before. Never, so help me mercy, however strange or odd, soever I bear myself, as I perchance hereafter shall think meet to put an antic disposition on, that you, at such time seeing me, never shall with arms encumbered thus, or this head shake, or by pronouncing of some doubtful phrase as well. Come on, as we know, or we could know, and if we would, or if we list to speak, to note that you know aught of me, this, Horatio, this not to do. Swear. Rest, perturbed spirit. So, gentlemen, let us go in together. The time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite, that ever I was born to set it right.
Give him these money and these notes, dear Osric.
I will, my lord.
You shall do marvelously wisely before you visit him to make inquire of his behavior.
My lord, I did attend it.
Take you as 'twere some distant knowledge of him. Put on what forgeries you please.
As game, my lord.
As in drinking, fencing, swearing, quarreling, by indirection find directions out. God be with you, fare you well. Oh no, Ophelia!
My lord, I've been so frightened.
With what in the name of God?
I was sewing in my closet, and the Lord Hamlet, with his doublet all embraced, no hat upon his head, his stockings fouled, and pale as his shirt, and he is knocking, and with a look so piteous and purport as if he'd been loosed out of all hell to speak of horrors, he comes before me.
Mad for thy love?
I do not know, but truly I fear it.
What said he?
He took me by the wrist and he held me hard. And then he let out a sound so piteous and profound as to seem to shatter all his bulk and end his being.
Come, go with me. I will go seek the king. This is the very ecstasy of love, whose violent property leads to desperate undertaking. What? Have you given him any hard words of late?
No, but as you did command, my good lord, I repelled his letters and denied his access to me.
That have made him mad. Come, go over to the king. This must be known.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover, that we much did long to see you, the need we have to use you did provoke our hasty sending. Something have you heard of Hamlet's transformation, so call it. So nor the exterior, nor the inward man resembles that it was, or it should be more than his father's death that thus had brought him so much from the understanding of himself. I cannot dream of. I entreat you both to draw him on to pleasures, and to gather so much as from occasion you may glean, whether aught to us unknown afflicts in us, that open lies within our remedy.
Your visitation will receive such thanks as fits a king's remembrance.
Both your majesties, might the sovereign power you have of us give your dread pleasures to your memories.
And we both obey, and here give up ourselves in the full bit. Lay our service freely at your feet to be commanded.
Thanks, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz. And I beseech you instantly visit my too much changed son.
My liege, I hold my duty as I hold my soul, both to my God and to my gracious king. And I do think, unless this brain of mine hunts not the trail of policy so sure as it hath used to, that I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Oh, speak of that. That do we long to hear.
I doubt it is no other but the main, his father's death and our hasty marriage.
My liege and madam, to expostulate. What majesty should be, what duty is. Why, day is day, night, night, time, time. We're nothing but to waste night, time, and day. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of which I will be brief, your noble son is mad. Mad call I it, for to define true madness, what is it to be but mad? But let that go.
More matter with less art?
Madam, I swear I use no art. That he is mad, 'tis true, 'tis true, 'tis pity, and pity, 'tis true. But I mad, let us grant him then, and now remains that we find out the cause of this effect, or rather say defect. I, pretend I have a daughter, who in her duty and obedience, mark, have given me this. To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified Ophelia. Beautified, that's an ill phrase. A vile phrase. Beautified is a vile phrase.
Is this from Hamlet to her?
Good madam, stay a while. Doubt that the stars are fire. Doubt that the sun doth move. Doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love. I love thee best, oh most best, believe it I do. Thine evermore, most dear lady, while this machine is to him, Hamlet, this in obedience hath my daughter shown me, and more as well.
But how hath she received his love?
What might you think of me?
As of a man faithful and honorable.
I would fain prove so, but what might you think had I looked upon this love with idle sight? What might you think? No, I went round to work, and my young mistress thus I did bespeak. Lord Hamlet is a prince out of thy star. This must not be, and so precepts I gave her, that she should lock herself away from his resort, admit no messengers, receive no tokens, which done, she took the fruits of my advice, and he repulsed. A short tale to make, fell into a sadness, then into a fast, thence to a watch, thence to a weakness, thence to a lightness, and by this declension into the madness where he now raves, and we all mourn for.
Do you think this is?
It may be very likely.
How may we try it further?
You know, sometime he walked for hours together here in the lobby.
He does indeed.
At such a time, I'll loose my daughter to him. And you and I, behind an arras, mark the encounter. If he love her not, and be not from his reason fall therein, then let me be no assistant for state to keep a farm in Carters.
We will try it.
But look where the poor wretch comes reading.
Oh, give me leave, give me leave. How does my good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God of mercy.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Do you know me, my lord?
Excuse me, sir. Excellent work. It's you. Oh, you are a fishmonger.
Not I, my lord.
Then I would you were so honest a man. Yes.
Honest, my lord?
Yes. To be honest, as this world goes, is to be one man picked out of 10,000. Yes.
That's very true, my lord.
Four. If the sun breathed maggots, then a dead dog, being it God, kissing, carrion. Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
A daughter. Let her not walk in the sun. Oh, conception is a blessing, but oh, not as your daughter may conceive. Friend. Look to it. Yes.
Still harping on my daughter. Yet he knew me not. He said I was a fishmonger. He is far gone. And truly in my youth I suffered much extremity for love, very near this. I'll speak to him again. What do you read, my lord?
Words!
What is the matter, my lord?
Between who?
I mean the matter you read.
Slanders, sir. Slanders. For the satirical rogue says here that old men have grey beards and their faces are wrinkled and they have a plentiful lack of wit. All of which, sir, I totally and powerfully believe, though I hold it on honesty to have it thus set down, sir. But for yourself, sir, should be as old as I am. If like a crab you could go backward. Yes.
Though this be madness, there is method in it. Will you walk out of the air, my lord?
Into my grave?
That is indeed out of the air. How pregnant his replies are. I will leave him and go contrive the means of meeting between him and my daughter. My honorable lord, I most humbly take my leave.
You cannot, sir, take anything from me that I will more willingly part with all. Except my life.
You go to seek the Lord Hamlet? There he is.
Hamlet, honoring Lord!
Oh, my excellent good friend, Gilmanstone! Rosencrantz, how dost thou correct? How do ye go there?
As the indifferent children of the earth. Happy, and that we are not over happy. Oh, fortune's camera, not the very button.
No, the soles of her shoe!
Neither, my lord!
Then you live about her waist, or in the middle of her favors.
Her pride is free.
Oh, most true! Tell me, what's the news?
None, my lord, but that the world's grown honest.
Well then your news is not true. Yes, let me question more in particular. What have you, my good friends, deserved at the hands of fortune, that she sends you to prison hither?
Prison, my lord?
Yes. Denmark's a prison.
Then the world is one.
Yes, well, there are many confines, wards, and dungeons. Denmark being one of the worst.
We think not so, my lord.
Then 'tis none to you, for there is nothing either good or bad, but
thinking, yes. Thinking makes it so.
Why then, your ambition makes it one. 'Tis too narrow for your mind.
I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself king of infinite space. Word not that I have bad dreams, but in the beaten way of friendship, what make you at Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord, no other occasion.
Were you not sent for? Is it of your own inclination? Come on.
Should we say, my lord?
Right. Anything but to the purpose. I know that the good king and queen have sent for you.
To what end, my lord?
That you must teach me, but be even and direct with me, whether you were sent for or no.
What say you?
My lord, we were sent for. Then I will tell you why I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercises, and indeed, this goes heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, why it appears to me a stellar promontory. This majestic roof, brave overhanging firmament, cradled with golden fire. Why it appears to me a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. Yes. Why? Oh, what a piece of work is a man. How noble in reason, infinite in fashion, and express and admirable in action. How like an angel. Oh, in apprehension, like a god. The beauty of the world. And yet, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. No woman neither, though by your side you seem to say so.
My lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts.
Well, why did you laugh when I said man delights not me?
My lord, to think, if you delight not in man, what leaden entertainment the players shall receive from you? We noted them on the way, and hither they are coming to offer you service.
These are the players. Gentlemen, you two are welcome to Elsinore, but my uncle, father, and aunt, mother are deceived. Yes.
And what, my dear lord?
That I am but man, north by northwest. When the wind blows suddenly, I know a hawk from a handsaw.
My lord, I have news to tell you.
My lord, I have news to tell you. When Roscius was an actor in Rome.
The actors have come hither, my lord.
Upon my honor, then came each actor upon his ass. Ha!
The best actors in the world, either for tragedy, comedy, historical, pastoral, comical, tragical, pastoral, comical, historical, pastoral, singing the indivisible, home unlimited. These are the only men.
The players! The players! Yes! Revelry! Yes. You are welcome, masters. Welcome all. Yes. My dear old friend. Yes. Yes, my young lady and mistress. Come. A passionate speech.
What speech, my lord?
I heard thee speak me a speech once.
Pain, my lord?
Pain.
valley of the shadow of death, I ask myself, who will be there for me? Who will guide me far away from the deepest darkness that dwells inside of me? I see clouds forming, a storm's coming. This crowd around me is rowdy, shouting loudly, and as thunder surrounds me, I feel like Jesus. Needless to say, my features would have you speechless. My blood's the deepest, right from my head to my sneakers. My walk is deadly, this cross is heavy, often they said it. Spoke of the truth, showed them the proof, but he was ready. They crucified me, vicious, spit on me, racked me, gripped me, keeping life expectation. To the night has got me in vision, like bullets of the dag for a tragic family happened. Tragic tragedy, and actually caused me agony. Agony, passion, more savage, he hates me, traces me, lying in wait, ready to take pain of me, this pain, he hates me, torture for me. I'm blind and pain, my enemies storming. Demonic evil forces extorting my soul's claim, symbolically judging me, ironically for the world's pain. And yes, it's pain I was trained to maintain. Life so miserable, miracles never happened. Got faith and only was visible. It's critical.
This is too long! My Prithee!
And this pain's got me destroyed. Yes, it's pain I was trained to maintain.
Prithee, say on!
It's never happened. Got faith and only was visible. It's critical.
Look! Well, he has not turned his color and tears in his eyes!
This pain's got me distorted. Feel my pain, my pain, my pain, my pain. Feel my pain.
Good, my lord. Will you see the players well bestowed? Yes. Will you, dear lord, do you hear? Let them be well used, for they are the abstracted brief chronicles.
I will use them according to their deserts.
Oh, God's bodyguards, man. Much better to use each man after his desert. And who should escape whipping? Take them in.
Come, sirs, come.
We'll have a play tomorrow. Yes. You. Can you, my old friend, play the murder of Gonzago?
Indeed, my lord.
Yes, we shall have it tomorrow night. Yes. Follow that lord. And look you, mock him not. Yes. My good friends, I will leave you tonight. You are welcome at Elsinore.
Good, my lord.
So, God be with thee.
And with you.
Now I am alone. Oh, the rogue and peasant slave am I. Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul, so that from her working, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice, and all for nothing. What would he do? Had he the motive and cue for passion that I have? He would drown the stage with tears and cleave the general ear with horrid speech, confound the ignorant, and amaze indeed the very faculties of eyes and ears. That I, a dull and muddy, mettled rascal, I breathe, I can't say nothing. Am I a coward? Who calls me villain? Tweaks me by the nose, breaks my picket cross. Who does me this? What? What an ass am I? This
This is most brave, that I, the son of a dear father murdered, prompted to my revenge by heaven and hell, must, like a fool, unpack my heart with words and fall a cursing fall about my brain. I have heard that guilty creatures, yes, guilty creatures sitting at a play have by the very cunning of the scene been struck so to the soul that they presently have proclaimed their malfactions for murder. No, it have no tongue. Will speak with miraculous organ. I will have these plays play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll test him to the quick. If he but blinch, I know my course. The spirit I have seen may be the devil, and the devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape. Yea, and perhaps out of my weakness, yes, and my melancholy, as he is potent with the use of such spirits, abuses me to damn me. Oh, I'll have more grounds. Oh, grounds more relative than this. Ah, yes. The play's the thing, wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
Can you, by no drift of circumstance, get from him why he puts on this confusion, rating so harshly all his days of quiet with turbulent and dangerous lunacy?
Sir, it so fell out that these players did find out.
Nor could we find him forward to be sounded, but with much craftiness he keeps aloof when we would bring him on to some true confession of the true state.
Did you essay him to any pastime?
Most like a gentleman.
But with much forcing of his disposition.
And he received you well.
'Tis most true. And he beseeched me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter.
With all my heart, and it doth much content me to hear him so inclined. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge and drive his purpose onto these delights.
We shall, my lord.
Good Gertrude, leave us too, for we have closely sent for Hamlet hither, that he, as 'twere by accident, may hear affront Ophelia.
Ophelia, I do wish your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness.
Ophelia, walk you here, read on this book. We will bestow ourselves. I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
To be or not be. That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or take arms against the sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep no more. And by sleep to say we in the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that the patient merit of the unworthy takes when he himself might disquietus make. With a bedbumpkin, who with forenails bare to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills we have and fly to others we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and enterprises of great pith and moment, with this regard, currents turn awry and lose the name of action. So you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph, and my orisons, be all my sins remembered.
Good, my lord, for your honor this many a day.
I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I've longed to redeliver, and I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honored lord, you know right well you did. And mid them words of so sweet breath composed as make the things more rich. Their perfume lost, take them again. For the noble mind, rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. Take them.
I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. I loved you not.
I was more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be the breeder of sinners? Go thy ways to a nunnery. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Let the door be locked upon him that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. Get thee to nunnery. Farewell.
How can you, sweet heavens?
Oh, yes. If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plague for thy dowry. Yes, marry a fool, for wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery, and quickly too. Farewell.
Store him heavenly powers.
Oh, yes. I have heard of your paintings too. Yes, well enough. You jig, you amble, and you lisp, and you make your wantonness, your ignorance. I say yes. I say we shall have no more marriages. Those that are married already, all but one shall live. The rest shall stay as they are. To a nunnery, go.
Oh, what a noble mind here is overthrown. The courtiers, scholars, soldiers, eye, tongue, sword, the expectancy and rose of the fair state, glass of fashion, mold of form, the observed of all observers is quite down. And I, of ladies most dejected and wretched that did suck the music of his honey vows. Now see that most noble and sovereign reason, like sweet bells, jangled, out of tune and harsh. Woe is me! To have seen what I have seen, to see what I see.
Love, his affections do not that way tend. Nor what he spake, though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. There's something in his soul over which his melancholy sits on brood. And I do doubt the hatching to disclose will be some danger, which for to prevent I have a quick determination thus set it down. He shall with speed to England. What think you on it?
It shall do well. How now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what the Lord Hamlet said. We heard it all. But my lord, after the play, let his queen mother all alone in treatment to show his grief. Let her be round with him, and I'll be placed, so please you, in the ear of all their conference. If she find him not, to England send him, or confine him best where your wisdom shall think.
It shall be so. Madness in great ones must not unwatch it go.
But use all gently, for in the very torrent tempest, and as I may say, whirlwind of passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that may give it smoothness. Be not too tame neither, but let your own discretion be your tutor. Suit the action to the word, and the word to the action with special observance to overstep not the very modesty of nature. For anything so overdone is from the purpose of playing, whose in from the first and now was and is as 'twere, to hold a mirror up to nature.
We will do so.
Yes. Go, make you ready. How now, my lord? Will the king hear this piece of work?
And the queen too, and presently.
Bid the players make haste. Or will you two help to hasten them?
We will, my lord.
Yes. Yes. Horatio, there is a play tonight before the king. And one scene of it comes near the very circumstance that I told thee of my father's death. Pay him heedful note. And after, we will both our judgments join.
Well, my...
Yes. They are coming! They are coming! Yes. Look you how cheerfully my mother looks, and my father died within these 2 hours.
Nay, 'tis twice 2 months, my lord.
Oh, so long. Oh, heavens. Die 2 months, and not forgotten yet. How like you this play?
The lady protests too much, methinks.
'Tis brief, my lord.
Ah, as woman's love.
What do you call the play?
The Mousetrap. This play is the very image of a murder done in Vienna. Gonzago is the Duke's name. His wife, Baptista. 'Tis a knavish piece of work, but what of that? This is one Lucianus, nephew to the king. He poisons him in his garden for his estate. You shall see anon how the murderer gets the love of Gonzago's wife.
The king rises.
How fares my lord?
Give over the play!
Give me some light. Away!
Good! Good, Horatio! Disperceive!
Very well, my lord. Very well noted.
Come! Some music! Lights! Yes.
Good, my lord. Vouchsafe me a word with you.
Sir, a whole history!
Good, my lord. Put your discourses into some frame and start not so wildly for my affair.
I am tame, sir. Pronounce!
The queen, your mother, the most great affliction of spirit, has sent me to you. Your behavior has struck her into amazement and admiration.
Oh, wonderful son that can so astonish a mother!
She desires to speak with you in her closet ere you go to bed.
We shall obey. Was she 10 times our mother? Have you any further trade with us? Yes?
My lord, you once did love me.
Yes. Will you play upon this pipe?
My lord, I cannot.
I pray.
Believe me, Lord, I cannot.
I beseech you.
But, my lord, I know no touch of it.
'Tis as easy as lying. Look you here. Govern these vintages with your fingers and thumbs. Give it breath with your mouth, and it will discourse most eloquent music. Look you here. These are the vintages. These are the stops.
But these, my lord, I cannot command unto any utterance of harmony. I have not the skill.
Well, look you now. How unworthy a thing you make of me. You would sound me from my lowest note to the top of my compass when there is much eloquent music in this little organ. Yet cannot you make it speak. Sblood, do you think I am easy to be played upon than a pipe?
My lord, the queen will speak with you and presently.
Do you, my lord Louise, do you see there? Do you see yonder cloud in shape of a camel?
By the mass, and 'tis like a camel indeed.
Yes. Methinks it is like a weasel.
It is backed like a weasel.
Or like a whale.
Very like a whale.
Then I will come to my mother by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Leave me, friends. Now, 'tis the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn, and hell itself breathes out contagion to this world. Now could I drink hot blood and do such bitter business as this day would quake to look on. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. I'll speak daggers and use none, but soft. Now to my mother.
him not, nor stands it safe with us to let his madness range. Therefore prepare you. I, your commission, will forthwith dispatch, and he to England shall along with you. The terms of our estate may not endure hazards so dangerous as to hourly grow out of his lunacies.
We will ourselves provide.
Arm you, I pray you, to this speedy voyage, for we will fetters put upon this fear which now goes too free-footed.
We will haste us.
My lord, my lord. He's going to his mother's closet. Behind the arras, I'll convey myself to hear the process. Fare you well, my liege. I'll call upon you ere you go to bed and tell you what I know.
Thanks, dear my lord. Oh, my offense is rank. It smells to heaven. It hath the primal eldest curse upon it, a brother's murder. Break it I not, though inclination be as sharp as will. My stronger guilt defeats my stronger intent. What if this cursed hand were thicker than itself with brother's blood? Is there now rain enough in the sweet heaven to wash it white as snow? My fault is past, but oh, what form of prayer could serve my turn? Forgive me my foul murder? That cannot be, since I am still possessed of those effects for which I did the murder. My crown, my own ambition, and my queen. May one be pardoned and retain the offense? Oh, wretched state! Oh, bosom black as death! Help, angels! Bow stubborn knees, and heart with strings of steel. Be soft as sinews of the newborn babe. All may be well.
Now, he is praying. Hat. Now, I'll do it. So, he goes to heaven, and so am I revenged. Oh, a murderer kills my father, and for that I, his sole son, do this same filling sin to heaven. Oh, this is higher in salary. Not revenge. No! Up, up, sword. Know thou a more horrid hand. When he is drunken, asleep, or in his rage, or in the incestuous pleasures of his bed, it gaming, it swearing, or about some act that has no relish of salvation in it. My mother says, yes. This physic but prolongs thy sickly days.
My words fly up, my thoughts remain below. Words without thought, never to heaven go.
He will come straight. I'll Scots me even here. Pray you be round with him.
Mother! Mother!
Fear me not! Withdraw, I hear him coming.
Now, mother, what is the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Have you forgot me?
No. You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife, and would it were not so, you are my mother!
Nay, then I'll set those to you that can speak.
Nay, you go not. You go not till I set you up a class where you may see the inmost part of you.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me? Help!
What? Oh, help! How now, a rat! Dead for a ducat! Dead! Oh! I am slain!
Oh, me, what hast thou done?
Nay, I know it's not. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this?
No, rash and bloody deed, good mother. Almost as kill a king and marry with his brother.
Kill a king?
Aye, lady, 'twas my word. Oh, thou wretched, rash, intruding fool. I took thee for thy better. Farewell. Ah, yes. Leave ringing of your heart, and let me ring it, and so I shall.
What have I done that thou darest wag thy tongue in noise so rude against me?
Such an act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty, calls virtue a hypocrite, makes marriage vows as false as dice as oaths.
Like me.
Aye, look upon this picture. Look. See what a grace was seated on this brow to give the world assurance of a man. This was your husband. Look you now what follows. Here is your husband, like a mildewed ear, blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Oh, you cannot call this love, good mother. For at your age, the heyday in the blood is tame, and waits upon a judgment. And what judgment would step from this to this?
No more, Hamlet. Speak to me no more.
Nay! But to live in the rank sweat of an insane bed, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love over the nasty sty.
These words like daggers enter in my ears.
A villain, a murderer, and a slave, and not 20th part of your oppressor did Lord.
No more!
Yes, and there. Oh, what would your gracious figure?
But he is mad!
Do you not come, your tardy subject child, who lapsed in time and passion? Let's go by the important acting of your dread commando, say!
Do not forget, this visitation is but to wend thy almost blunted purpose. Look, amazement upon thy mother sits. Oh, step between her and her soul. Hamlet, speak to her.
How is it with you? How is it with you, lady?
Alas, how is it with you? Whereon do you look?
Do not look upon me!
To whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there? Nor do you nothing here?
No, nothing but ourselves.
Look you. My father in his habit as he lived. Look you now. How he steals away. Where he steals away even now.
This is the very coinage of your brain. The bodiless creation ecstasy is very cunning in.
Mother, ecstasy, mother, for the love of grace, confess yourself to heaven. Repent what is past, and avoid what is to come. Do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them ranker.
Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Throw away the worst apart, mother, and live the pure mother with the other half. Go not to my uncle's bed. Assume a virtue, mother. Assume a virtue if thou have it not. And when you, mother, are desirous to be blessed, I a blessing beg of you. For the same Lord, mother. For the same Lord. I do repent. But heaven hath pleased it to punish me with this, and this with me. Mother, good night. I must be cruel, only to be kind. You know that.
Alack, I had forgot 'tis so concluded on.
I must to England. My two schoolfellows bear the mandate, and whom I will trust as Addis famed. Now, I will lug the guts into the neighbor room. Indeed, mother, indeed, this counsel is most still, most secret, most grave, who was in life a foolish and prating knave, Good night, mother.
Where is your son?
My good lord, what I have seen tonight.
What, Gertrude? How does Hamlet?
Mad as the sea and wind when both contend which is the mightier, in his lawless fit, hearing something stir behind the arras, whips out his rapier and cries, a rat, and in this brainish apprehension, kills the unseen good old man.
Oh, heavy deed. It had been so with us, had we been there. His liberty is full of threats to all. To you, yourself, to us, to everyone. Where is he gone?
To draw apart the body he hath killed. He weeps for what is done.
The sun no sooner shall the mountains touch, but we will ship him hence, and this vile deed we must, with all our majesty and skill, both countenance and excuse. Oh, come away. My soul is full of discord and dismay.
Safely. Safely stowed. Here they come.
What have you done, my lord, with the dead body?
Compounded into dust, whereto is kin?
Tell us where it is that we may take it thence and bear it to the chapel.
Believe it not.
Believe what?
That I can keep your counsel and not mine own. Besides, to be demanded of a sponge.
Take you me for a sponge?
No, one that soaks up the king's rewards when he needs what you have gleaned. It is but squeezing you and sponge. Oh, you shall be dry again.
I understand you not, my lord.
My lord, you must tell us where the body is and go with us to the king.
Ah, yes. The body is with the king, but the king is not with the body. The king is a thing.
A thing?
Of nothing. Bring me to him.
How dangerous is it that this man goes loose? Yet must not we put the strong law on him. His love to the distracted multitude who like not in their judgment, but their eyes. This sudden sending him away must seem deliberate pause. Diseases desperate grown by desperate appliance are relieved or not at all.
Where the body is bestowed, my lord, we cannot get from him.
Now, Hamlet, where is Polonius?
At supper.
At supper? Where?
Not where he eats, but where he is eaten. Ah, yes. A certain convocation of parted worms are in at him. Your worm is your only emperor for diet. And we fat all creatures, else to fat us. Your fat king and your lean beggar are but 2 dishes to 1 table. That's the end.
Alas!
Ah, a man may fish with the worm that hath eat of a king, and eat of the fish that have fed of the worm.
What dost you mean by this?
Nothing. But to show you how a king may go through the progress of the guts of a beggar.
Where is Polonius?
In heaven. Send hither to see if your messenger find him not there. Then seek him out in the other place yourself. But, indeed, if you do not find him within a month. You shall nose him as you go upstairs into the lobby. Go seek him there. Oh, he will stay till he come.
Hamlet, this deed, for thine especial safety, which we do tender as we dearly grieve for that which thou hast done, must send thee hence with fiery quickness. Therefore, prepare thyself for England.
For England!
Aye, Hamlet.
Good. Farewell, dear mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
Yes, father and mother is man and wife. Man and wife is one flesh. So, my mother, come for England.
Follow him in foot. I'll have him next month. Away, for everything is sealed and done that else leans on the affair. Pray you make haste. And England, if my love thou holdest it aught, thou mayest coldly set our sovereign process by letters congruing to that effect. The present death of Hamlet. Do it, England!
She is importunate, indeed distressed.
Where's the beauteous majesty of Denmark? How now, Ophelia? He's dead and gone, lady, he's dead and gone, and his head grass green turf and his heels a stone.
Alas, sweet lady, what imports this song?
Larded with sweet flowers, which poet degrade to go with true love showers.
Alas, look here, my lord.
How do you, pretty lady?
They say the owl was a baker's daughter. My lord, we know what we are, but not what we may be.
How long has she been thus?
We must be patient, but I cannot choose but to weep, to think they shall lay his cold body in the ground. My brother shall know of it. Thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach. Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night.
Follow her close. Give a good watch, I pray you. Oh, Gertrude, Gertrude. When sorrows come, they come not single spies, but in battalions. First her father slain. Next your son gone, and he most violent author of his own, just removed. The people muddied, thick and unwholesome in their thoughts and whispers for good Polonius' death. And we've done but greenly in hug a mother to inter him. Poor Ophelia divided from herself and her fair judgment. Last, her brother is in secret come from France. Oh, my dear Gertrude, this, like to a murdering piece, hath in many places given me superfluous death.
Alack, what noise is this?
What is the matter?
Save yourself, my lord. Young Laertes in the riotous head overbears your officers. The rebel call him lord. They cry out, Laertes should be king, Laertes king.
Oh, you false Danish dogs!
The doors are broke!
Where is this king? O thou vile king, give me my father!
Calmly, good Laertes.
That drop of blood that's calm proclaims me bastard.
Tell me, Laertes, why art thou thus incensed? Let him go, Gertrude. Speak, man.
Where is my father?
Dead.
But not by him.
Let him demand his fill.
How came he dead? I'll not be jungled with. To hell allegiance. Vows to the blackest devil. Conscience and grace to the profoundest pit. I dare damnation. Only I'll be revenged most thoroughly for my father.
Good Laertes, I am guiltless of your father's death and am most sensible in grief for it.
Oh, now, what noise is that? Dear maid, kind sister, sweet Ophelia. Oh, heavens.
There you are, my dove.
Hadst thou thy wits, and didst persuade revenge, it could not move thus.
Here's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray, and love, and remember. And there's pansies, that's for thoughts. And there's fennel. And there's columbine. And there's rue. There's rue for you. No, but there's rue for me too, and you must wear your rue with a difference. And then there's daisies. And I would give you all violets, but they withered when my father died. They say he'd made good end. Our bonny sweet Robin is all my joy.
Thought and affliction, passion, hell itself.
And will he not come again? Will he not come again? No? No? He's dead? He's dead. Go to thy deathbed. God have mercy on us both.
Do you see this? Oh God.
Laertes, I must commune with your grief, or you deny me right. Go but apart. Make choice of whom your wisest friends you will, and they shall hear and judge twixt you and me. And if by direct or by collateral hand they find us touched, we will our kingdom give to you in satisfaction. But if not, be you content to lend your patience to us, and we shall jointly labor with your soul to give it due content.
Let this be so. His means of death, his obscure funeral, cry to be heard as 'twere from heaven to earth that I must call it in question.
And so you shall, and where the offense is, let the great axe fall. I pray you go with me.
Where are they? They gave you this.
Letters, my lord. From the ambassador.
Ere we were 2 days old at sea, a pirate, a very warlike appointment, gave us chase. In the grapple, I boarded them. On the instant, they got clear of our ship, so I alone became their prisoner. They have dealt with me like thieves of mercy, but they know not what they did. I am to do a good turn for them. Give the king the letters. Repair thou to me with as much speed as thou wouldst fly death. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern hold their course for me. Of them I have much to tell thee. Farewell, he that knowest thou thine.
Now must your conscience my acquaintance seal, and you must put me in your heart for friend, sith you have heard, and with a knowing ear, that he which hath your noble father slain pursued my life.
It well appears, but tell me, why you proceeded not against these feats so crimeful and so capital in nature?
No, for two special reasons. The queen, his mother, lives almost by his looks, and the other motive is the great love the general people bear him.
And so have I a noble father lost, a sister driven to desperate terms. But my revenge will come.
You shortly shall hear more. I loved your father, and we love ourselves. And that, I hope, will teach you to imagine. How now, what news?
Letters, my lord, from Hamlet. This to your majesty, this to the queen.
From Hamlet, who brought them?
Sailors, sir, they say. I saw them not.
Leave us. Laertes, you shall hear them. High and mighty, you shall know I am set on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I beg leave to see your kingly eyes, and will recount the occasion of my sudden and most strange return. Hamlet.
But let him come. It warms the very sickness in my heart that I shall live and tell him to his teeth, thus didst thou.
Laertes, will you be ruled by me? I will work him to an exploit, now ripe in my device, under the which he shall not choose but fall. And for his death no wind of blame shall breathe, but even his mother shall uncharge the practice and call it accident.
My lord, I will be ruled. The rather, if you could devise it so that I might be the organ.
What would you undertake to show yourself your father's son in deed more than in words?
To slit his throat in the church.
No place indeed should murder sanctuarize. But good Laertes, will you do this? Keep close within your chamber. Hamlet return shall know you'll come home. Will praise your excellence at the duel. Bring you together and wager on your heads. He will not peruse the foils, so that with ease or a little shuffling, you may choose a sword unbaited, and in a passive practice, requite him for your father.
I will do it, and for that purpose I'll anoint my sword with a contagion that, if I gall him slightly, it may be death.
Let's further think of this. When, in your motion, you are hot and dry, and that he calls for drink, I'll have prepared him a chalice for the nonce, whereon but sipping, if
If he by chance escape your venom stuck, our purpose may hold there. How now, sweet queen?
When woe doth tread upon another's heels, so fast they follow. Your sister's frown, Laertes.
Alas then, she is drowned.
Drowned.
No more of water hast thou, poor Ophelia. And therefore I forbid my tears. Adieu, my lord. I have a speech of fire that fain would blaze, but that this folly douses it.
Oh, let's follow, Gertrude. How much I had to do to calm his rage, now fear I this gives it start again. Therefore, let's follow.
Is she to be buried in Christian burial that willfully seeks out her own salvation?
I tell thee she is, therefore dig her grave straight. The crowner has sat on her and finds it a Christian burial.
How can that be unless she drowned herself in her own defense?
It is found so.
For here lies the point. If I drown myself wittingly, it argues an act. And an act has three branches. It is to act, it is to do, it is to perform. Our goal? She drowned herself wittingly.
Hey, but hear you, good man.
Give me leave. Here lies the water. Good. Here stands the man. Good. If the man go to this water and drown himself, it is willy-nilly. He goes. Mark you that? But if the water come to him and drown him, he drowns not himself. He that is not guilty of his own death shortens not his own life.
What is this law?
Oh, Mary, is it?
Well, you have the truth on it. Had this not been a gentlewoman, she should have been buried out of Christian burial.
Ah, why there thou sayest, and the more pity that great folk should have countenance in this world, to drown or hang themselves. Come, my spade.
Go to.
What builds stronger than a mason, shipwright, or a carpenter?
The gallows maker. For the frame outlives 1,000 tenants.
I like that wit well and get faith. The gallows does well to it again, come.
You build stronger than a mason, a shipwright, or a carpenter?
Ah, tell me that and unyoke.
Mary, now you can tell.
Cudgel thy brains no more about it. And when you're asked this question next, say, the grave maker, the houses that he makes last till doomsday. Go fetch me a stoop of liquor. Happy and I'm smiling, walk a mile to drink your water. You know I love to love you, and above you there's no other. We'll go walking out while others shout of war and disaster.
Has this man no feeling of his business that he goes around singing at grave making?
Custom has made it in him a property of easiness.
Once I used to join in, every boy and girl was my friend.
That skull had a tongue in it and could sing once.
Oh, we won't give in, let's go living in the past.
I will speak to this fellow. Sirrah, whose grave is this?
Mine, sir. Oh, we won't give in, let's go living in the past.
It be thine indeed, for thou liest in it.
You lie out on it, sir, and therefore it is not yours. For my part, I do not lie in it, and yet it is mine.
It be thine indeed, for thou dost lie in it. To be in it and say it is thine, 'tis for the dead, not for the quick. Therefore thou liest.
'Tis a quick lie, sir. Twill away again from me to you.
For what man dost thou dig it for?
For no man, sir.
For what woman then?
For none neither then.
Who is to be buried in it?
One that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul. She's dead.
How long hast thou been a grave maker?
Oh, I came to it the day young Hamlet was born. He that is mad is sent into England.
I marry. Why was he sent to England?
Why, because he was mad. He shall recover his wits there if he do not. It's no great matter there.
Why?
Why, 'twill not be seen in there. There, all the men are as mad as he.
How came he mad?
Very strangely, they say.
How strangely?
In faith, even losing his wits.
Upon what ground?
Why, here in Denmark.
How long must a man lie in the earth ere he rot?
In faith, if he be not rotten before he die. As we have many poxy corpses nowadays that will scarce hope of letting in. He will last you some 8 years, or 9 years. Tanner will last you 9 years.
Why he more than another?
Why, sir, his hide is so tan with his trade, he will keep our water a great while. And your water is a sore declare of your wholesome dead body. Now here's the skull. This skull is laying up here 3 and 20 years.
Whose was it?
It was a mad fellow, a horse and mad fellow as it was. He poured a flagon of Rhenish on my head once. This same skull was Yorick's skull, the king's jester.
This?
Even that.
Let me see. Oh. Oh. Alas. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy, and now how abhorred it is in my imagination. My gorge rims at it. Here upon those lips that I have kissed, I know not how oft. Where be your jibes now? Your gambols, your songs, your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roll. Prithee, tell me one thing, Horatio.
What's that?
Dost thou think Alexander looked of this fashion in the earth?
Even so.
And smelt so foul.
Even so, my lord.
To what base uses we may return? Why may not imagination trace the noble dust of Alexander till he find it stopping a bunghole in a beer barrel?
To hear to consider too curiously, to consider sober.
Alexander died. Alexander was buried. Alexander returneth into dust. Dust is earth. Of that earth we make loam. Why may not of that loam whereto he was converted, might they not find him stopping a bunghole in a beer barrel? Soft. Here comes the king. Couch we a while and mark.
What ceremony else?
No more be done. Her death was doubtful. We shall profane the services of the dead to sing requiem and such rest unto her as to peace party souls.
Lie her in the earth, and from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring. I tell thee, churlish priest, a ministering angel shall my sister be when thou liest out.
What? The fair Ophelia?
Sweets to the sweet farewell. I'd hoped thou shouldst have been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thy bride bed to have decked, sweet maid, and not strewn thy grave.
Hold off the earth a while, till I have caught her once more in mine arms. Now pile your dust upon the quick and dead.
What is he whose grief bears such infamous? This is I, Hamlet the Dane!
Devil, take thy soul!
Hold off thy hand! Pluck them asunder!
Hamlet!
Gentlemen!
Good, my lord, be quiet!
What wilt thou do? What wilt thou do? I love Ophelia. 40,000 brothers with all their quantity of love could not make up my sum. What wilt thou do?
Oh, he is mad, Laertes.
For love of God, forbear him!
What wilt thou do? Woo to weep, woo to fight. Eat the crocodile, tell me I'll do it!
Oh, this is madness!
the cat will mew, and the dog will have its day.
Go wait on him, Horatio. Set your patience in our last night's speech. We'll put the matter to the present push. Good Gertrude, set some watch over your son. And our quiet shortly shall we see. Till then, in patience, our proceedings be.
I am sorry, good Horatio. And to Laertes, I forgot myself. But sure, the very bravery of his grief did put me into a towering passion. There is a divinity that shapes our age, Horatio. Rough hew them how we will.
That is most certain.
When bound for England, Horatio, I unsealed the king's commission, where I found her most royal knavery, an exact command, loaded with many several sorts of reason, importing Denmark's health, and England's too, not to stay the grounding of the axe. My head should be struck off.
Is it possible?
But wilt thou hear me? I beseech you. Wilt thou hear me how I did proceed? I beseech you. I devised a new commission, wrote it fair, an earnest conjuration from the king, that on the view and knowing of these contents, both the bears should be put to sudden death.
Then Rosencrantz and Guildenstern go to it!
They are not near my conscience. Their defeat does by their own insinuation grow.
Why, what a king is this? Peace! Who comes here?
It is as Twerk, magnificent, splendid beauty in Denmark today. Ah, my royal guards, greetings and good day, gentlemen. Good day. Ah, my royal subjects, good day, lads. What a beautiful day in Denmark. Indeed? Indeed. Ah, my ladies. Ah, yes. My ladies. Your lordship is right. Welcome back to Denmark.
Oh, I humbly thank you, sir.
Sweet lord, if your lordship were at leisure, I should import a thing to you from his majesty.
So I will receive it, sir, with all diligence of spirit. Put your bonnet to his right use. 'Tis for the head.
Thank you, lordship. 'Tis very hot.
No. Believe me, it's very cold. The wind blows north. Yes.
It is indifferent cold, my lord, indeed.
Yes, but methinks it is too sultry and hot for my complexion.
Exceedingly, my lord. It is very sultry, as 'twere. I cannot tell how, but, my lord, his majesty bade me signify to you that he has laid a great wager on your head. Sir, this is the matter.
I beseech you, remember.
Nay, good, my lord, for mine ease and good faith. Sir, he is newly come to court latches, believe me, an absolute gentleman, full of most excellent showing. Indeed, to speak fittingly of him, he is the card a calendar of gentry.
What imports the nomination of this gentleman?
Of Latches?
Of him, sir.
I know you're not ignorant of what excellent Latches is. For his weapon, he's unfellowed.
What is his weapon?
Rapier and dagger.
Ah, that is two of his weapons.
The king, sir, hath wagered that in a dozen passes between yourself and him, he shall not exceed you 3 hits. He had laid on 12 for 9, and it will come to immediate trial if your lordship will vouchsafe the answer.
Sir, I can win for him, and I shall. If not, why, I gain nothing but my shame and the odd hits.
Shall I re-deliver you even so?
Oh, after this effect, to whatever flourish your nature will.
I command my duty to your lordship.
You will lose this wager, my lord.
Oh, I do not think so. Since Laertes went into France, I have been in continual practice. I will win at the odds. But thou would not think here how ill all is about my heart.
If your mind dislike anything, obey it. I will forestall the repair hither and say that you are not fit.
Not a whit. Not a whit. We defy augury. There is a special providence to the fall of a sparrow. If it be not now, it will come. If it be not come, it will be now. If it be now, yet it will come. The readiness is all.
Come, Hamlet, come.
Give me your pardon, sir, for I have done you wrong. But pardon it you shall, as you are a gentleman.
I do receive your offered love like love, and will not wrong you.
Give them the foils, Osric.
Ah, my good lord.
Come, begin.
Come on. Sir.
Come, my lord.
Stay! Give me drink. Hamlet, this pearl is thine. Here's to thy health. Give him the cup.
Ah, yes. I'll play this bout first. Set it by a while. Come. Another hit! What say you?
A touch! I do confess.
Our son shall win.
Hamlet, the queen carouses to thy fortune.
Gertrude, do not drink!
I pray, my lord, I will.
It is the poison cup, it is too late.
Come for the third Laertes.
Come on.
Nothing! Neither way!
Have at you now!
Nonsense!
Nay, come again!
Look to the queen there! Ho!
They bleed on both sides. How is it, my lord?
Hush, Lances! I am justly killed with mine own treachery.
How does the queen?
She swoons to see them bleed.
No, the drink, Hamlet, I'm poisoned. The drink.
Oh, villainy! Oh, let the door be locked! Treachery, seek it out!
It is here, Hamlet. Hamlet, thou art slain. No medicine in the world can do thee good. In thee there is not half an hour of life. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand, unbaited and envenomed. The foul practice hath turned itself on me low. Here I lie, never to rise again. Thy mother's poisoned. I can no more. The king's to blame.
The point, envenom too. Envenom to thy work.
Treason! Treason! Treason!
served. It is a poison tempered by himself. Exchange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. Mine and my father's death come not upon thee, nor thine on me.
Heaven make thee free of it. Oh, I follow thee. Horatio, I am dead. Oh, thou livest. Report me and my cause to the unsatisfied.
Never believe it! I am more an antique Roman than a Dane. Here's yet some liquor left.
Give me the cup. If thou art a man, if thou didst ever hold me dear in thy heart, absent thee from felicity a while, tell my story, Horatio. The rest, the rest is silence.
Thou cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince, and flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.